Now we are going to see finding a factors of a number. Method 1, using multiplication. Now let's start the sum. One is find the factor of 32. Find the factor of 32. So that means you have to find the in this particular place using multiplication. So method 1, using multiplication. So find the factor of 32. First you have to multiply by multiply. So you are using the multiplication table. So what are the possible multiplication table for the particular factor? So method 1, I'll tell you, first question is finding a factor of a number. Method 1, using multiplication. So you are going to use the multiplication table here. So what are the possible multiplication table? For the possible multiplication table come for this particular factor. That is the exact question you have to find out. So 32, find the factor of 32. So 1 into 32 you can get 32, 2 into 16 you can get 32, 4 into 8 you can get 32. So factors are 1, 2, 4, 8, 16 and 32. So 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. So these are the numbers. So these are the factors. These are the factors for these are the factors. So what are the factors for what? 32. So possible factors. So these are the possible factors. This is the exact factors, or otherwise you can say possible factors of 32. So factors are 1, 2, 4, 8, 6 and 13. So find the factor of 32, but we are using multiplication. We are using what? Multiplication. Multiplication means you are using multiplication table. What are the possible multiplication table we can use here? That you must think and do it. So now we are going to find the factor of 32. So what are the possible multiplication table? You have to choose and write. So 1 into 32 and 2 into 16 and 4 into 8. 3 not comes under in this comes under as a factor, because 32 is not divided by 3, and there is no multiplication table for 32. Okay, so 3 is not a 3 is not a possible factor of 32, so it's just left over. So here I've written 1 into 32 and here 2 into 16. This is first table I'm using, second table I'm using, and third table I didn't use because 32 is not a 3 is not a factor of 32, because it is not divided by 32 is not divided by 3. That is the ultimate thing, and it is no, you can't you can't say the multiplication table. 32 is not comes under in third table. The exact statement is 32 is not comes under in third table. This is the exact statement you have taken. So 4 into 8 is equal to 32. So these are the possible factors, or these are the exact factors of 32. The factors are, so 1, 2, 4, 8, 16 and 32. I have told you already, 1 is a what? 1 is a factor for all the numbers, every numbers. Okay, 1 is a factor for every number, and 32 is the greatest number for all. Okay, so 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, these number are less than 32. So greatest number, which is the greatest number? 32 is the greatest number. So greatest number itself. Okay, 32, we are finding the factor of 32. So 32 is a factor. 32 is a factor means the same number as a factor. That is called as 1 and itself as a factor. That itself means nothing but the same number as a factor. Now we are going to see the method 2, using division. Here multiplication, here division. I have told you this. I didn't write the third table because third table we can't use, because third table I didn't use, because why I didn't use for the third table means there is no possibilities comes under in third table. 32 is not comes under in third table. 32 is not comes under in third table, and there is no possibility to get 32. Okay, so in method 2, using division. So find the factors of 24. So 24 is divided by 1, you can get 24. Here we are using multiplication, here we are using division. 24 is divided by 1, you can get 24. This also you are using tables only. For this also you are using table only. 24 is divided by 1, you can get 24. 24 is divided by 2, you can get 12. 24 is divided by 3, you can get 8. And 24 is divided by 4, you can get what? 6. So these are the possible factors. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12 and 24. That is what I have written. Factors are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12 and 24. These are the factors of 24. And one more thing I've told you 1 is a factor of every number, and what, 24 is a factor. The question, you are going to find the factor of 24, but 24 also come for the answer. 24 also include as an answer. 24 is also come as a what? Come as a factor. It comes as a factor. It comes as a factor. It includes as a factor. It is also a factor of 24 because the same number itself, this is a greater number as a greater number for all the factors. 24 is a greater number for all the factors compared with 24. 24 is a greater number for all the factors, all the possible factors. So 24 is the what? 24 the same number. That is what we are in the greater number itself. 1 and 1 is a factor of every number. 1 is a factor of every number, and also what the greater number itself is a factor. The greater number 24 is, we are going to find out the factor of 24, but at the same time 24 as a factor, because compared to all the number, 24 is a greater number. That is what greater number as itself. That is what 24, the same number as a factor. So 1 is a factor as well as the same number. We have seen the property that is a 2 number, at least 2 number as a factor. 1 is a factor and also the same number. That is what itself. That is what I am telling you. 24 comes as a factor. So these are the possible factors. These are the exact factors of 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12 and 24.